This off-road light wiring harness is designed for only Maxpeedingrods RGB lights and lets you control up to 4 RGB lights with one switch. Included in the kit is a Y extension cable, main wiring harness, the light control switch, the power positive lead, the power ground lead, the accessory ignition power wire, the relay, the main harness connector plugs, and the main harness fuse. These are the tools used specifically for the Ford Bronco 2023 installation. You will need a pair of needle nose pliers, a set of diagonal cutters, a 10mm wrench, an electrical test light, a medium length 15mm deep socket, a medium ratchet wrench, an interior trim pry tool, and some zip ties. This installation is demonstrated on a 2023 Ford Bronco. First, we need to remove the vehicle antenna. Once that is done, we can now remove the rubber caps covering the wiper arm retaining nuts. Remove the cap on the other side as well, and then use a 15mm deep socket with a ratchet to remove the wiper arm retaining nuts. Remove the nut, and now we can repeat the same process on the other side. Now that both nuts are removed, we can now press down firmly at the wiper arm joint to try and remove the wiper arm. Rock the wiper arm back and forth firmly to loosen it. Once the wiper arm is removed, we can repeat the same process for the other side to remove that wiper arm. Now use the trim pry tool to remove the cowl panel. To do so, insert the pry tool into the center gap and pry upward. Pay close attention to the clips and make sure they release. Continue prying around the panel to free it. Lift the cowl upwards and pull it out once you are done freeing all the clips. Press both sides by hand and disconnect the washer hose and remove the cowl panel. Once removed, we can now open the hood. Secure the hood with the prop rod. Take out the main harness with the relay and choose a suitable mounting location and then secure it. Mount it based on your vehicle layout. We chose the area near the ABS harness. This spot is close to the battery and makes power wiring easier. First, secure the harness with zip ties. Once secured, we can now remove the fuse box cover. To do so, press the 3 clips and remove the cover upward. Once the cover is removed, we can now use a test light to locate the accessory fuse. This accessory fuse only has power when the key is on. Clip the test light ground to the battery negative, and then with the key off, a lit test light indicates constant power. This fuse does not light up. Now turn the key on and probe the same fuse again. The test light illuminates, confirming it's an accessory fuse. Find the accessory fuse after removing the cover and use a pair of needle nose pliers to pull the fuse. This is an ignition accessory power, not cruise control and not constant power. Locate the white wire in the wiring harness and carefully strip back the insulation. Now wrap the wire around one leg of the removed fuse. Now reinsert the fuse after wrapping the wire. If you want the lights to work with the engine off, connect the accessory wire directly to the battery, positive with the red wire, and then reinstall the fuse box cover. Now we can tidy up and hide the extra accessory wiring. Once all the wiring is hidden, there are two connectors on the main harness. Take out the Y extension cable and then line up the connectors and plug them in. Take out the second Y extension cable and connect it the same way. These lights will be installed near both side mirrors. Route the wiring according to the vehicle layout. Take one branch of the harness and route it towards the passenger side. The light will be mounted in this area, so run the harness to this approximate location. If the harness is too short, bundle the extra length together and adjust the length as needed. The driver's side requires minimal routing, so place it neatly. Bundle the extra wires and secure them with zip ties. Choose proper locations and tie everything down. Secure the extra Y extension the same way. Once fully secured, we can now trim off the excess zip ties with diagonal cutters. And then we can hide the harness in a clean location. Then just continue trimming the extra zip ties and straighten and secure the harness again with the zip ties. And then continue securing until everything is tight. Once secured, trim off the remaining zip ties. After finish the wiring, begin installing the light switch. Remove the switch harness first, twist the knob, and then pull out the switch harness plug. Then route the switch harness plug through the waterproof firewall grommet on the left side. Carefully feed it into the cabin. Then route the wire where you want your switch to be. Then install the light switch and peel off the adhesive backing. Once you've chosen a suitable mounting position, stick it on and press it firmly. Pass the connector through the lower steering column trim panel and pull the connector out. Now we need to align the groove on the connector and match it with the upper slot and plug it in and lock it securely. Once done, organize and hide the extra wiring. Now we need to connect the power. First, start with the positive terminal. Open the positive battery terminal cover and use a 10mm wrench to remove the nut. Attach the light positive wire and then reinstall the nut. Now tighten it with a 10mm wrench and close the positive terminal cover. Now remove the negative terminal nut with a 10mm wrench. Once removed, we can attach the ground wire and then reinstall the nut. Tighten the nut securely with the 10mm wrench. And then now we can remove the hood prop rod and close the hood. Confirm all harness positions are correct. And then connect the light harness plugs to the main harness. Continue connecting the other one. And then hide the connectors neatly. Now we can connect the other side light plug. And do the same, continue connecting. And then hide the connector again. Now reconnect the washer hose. A click sound confirms it is locked. Now align the cowl panel holes and reinstall it. Once you have finished reinstalling the cowl, align the holes and then reinstall the wiper arms. Adjust the arm position so it is correct, and then install the retaining nuts. Repeat the same process for the other side. Install the arm and nut, and use a 15mm socket and ratchet to tighten the wiper arm nuts. Just make sure to tighten the other side as well. Then reinstall the rubber caps. And then reinstall the antenna. And make sure it is tight. Now we can introduce the light switch operation. The switch has two buttons. The top button controls the RGB lighting, and the bottom button controls the main light. Press the RGB button and the indicator light lights up. Tap to cycle through the colors. There are white, amber, red, green, blue, purple, cyan, and a rotating mode. Press and hold to turn off the RGB lights. Lights off means the function is off. Press the main light button once to turn on the lights. Press it again to turn them off. This concludes the switch operation overview. Now we can proceed with the lighting demonstration.